referenced it. They lost to USC twice during the regular season in the Big Ten, but they got their revenge with a come-from-behind win in the Big Ten championship. Two teams that came over from the Pac-12. Kiki Rice running the show for UCLA in their white uniforms. Hawkeyes underneath. Left it a little bit short. This is Kennedy Todd Williams, the North Carolina transfer for Ole Miss. Iwalu, who transferred from UCLA, missed the shot. Let's take a look at the starting lineups brought to you by Capital One for UCLA. Kiki Rice, point guard for this team that led the Big Ten in field goal percentage. And right away, you're going to see the physicality, the aggressiveness that Ole Miss is going to come out with on the defensive end, try to be disruptive. And Rice draws the foul.
You think about the two losses to USC and the disruption on the defensive end caused them some problems, and that is Ole Miss's MO right there. And Christina Wally, you saw in the very first possession, going to try to push Lauren Betts off the block.
Rice gets both free throws after being fouled.
Now look at how Dugalic is playing Madison Scott. She is fronting her, not allowing her to get into the on-ball screen.
Madison Scott, number 24 in blue. There's Todd Williams, in and out. Betts with her first rebound. She averages just under 10 per game and just under 20 points per game, which was second to Juju Watkins in the Big Ten. And when Lauren Betts gets it there, there's Scott, the leader of this team. Second chance. Early substitution. Iwalo goes out. Star Jacobs comes in.
Multiple players in to body up Lauren Betts on the interior. Try to wear her down a little bit.
Ole Miss has now missed all 7 of its shots. But good hustle keeps it alive. 0 for 8. Betts with another rebound. Got 3 boards already for Betts. He's posting up, asking for the ball, and gets another bucket.
Lauren Betts has great hands.
Scott missed everything.
It's staggering, right? It's staggering. But her impact, how do you guard her? At 6'7", you play behind, you try to be physical. You double her, she does a great job of facilitating. When UCLA's hitting from the outside, it takes a lot of pressure off of her. And then you bring in players like this, and you get Barker to connect, go one-on-one on the block as well.
So many options for this UCLA team. That's a tough turnaround by Barker. Texas A&M transfer in her first year in California. Finally, Ole Miss gets one to go. Elina Aarnisalo, number 7, is a Finnish player.
Is the difference maker, right away. And she is somebody who comes in, averages 3.5 assists off the bench for the season. She allows them to put Kiki Rice and play her off the ball and on the floor together. And Star Jacobs.
Jones with the drive, but got cut off.
Yeah, you just see the movement defensively, the activity level by Ole Miss.
Shot clock at 6. And the ball goes in.
How about that by Dugalic? That's the shot you want to take, and off the bounce. 3. That was good defense. Dugalic got the roll.
Family moved back home to the States and Colorado, and stops at Houston and UT Arlington. For more information, go to ncaa.com. Your home for all 90 NCAA championships. Tampa is where the Final Four is this year. First weekend in April. Aarnisalo, floater.
But she does a great job of finding teammates, and way to attack a closeout by Aarnisalo.
3, no good. It goes out of bounds to UCLA.
A lot of actions. They get to the next one if they don't like what they have, right away.
And we talked to head coach Corey Close yesterday. She said efficiency a lot.
Yes.
Efficiency is our superpower, is what she says about this team.
And it is one of the top teams in terms of efficiency on both ends of the floor, and Lauren Betts is one of the reasons why.
season. Good rebound by Iwala, who played last year with UCLA and Betts.
Well, when she went in the transfer portal last year, she's from Waco, and Baylor didn't offer her, so they tried to use that as some motivation in their last game against Baylor. It didn't really work. You do not need this game against UCLA to be a redemption. She left there because Lauren Betts would get the most of the minutes, and she said, you are already redeemed. Just go out, play free, play your game.
Former teammate in Betts. And that is great support. And she left. Betts, obviously the starting center, understanding where she is in her positioning. I mean, she's a young lady who's just improved every single year. Dirty Todd Williams. Shot clock off. Aarnisalo takes some contact. Ole Miss wanted the travel. They didn't get it, and then Betts is tied up. In that first quarter, UCLA 62% from the floor, helped by 5 for 5 from Betts. On ABC, LSU with a big finish to defeat NC State in this building earlier today. Betts couldn't quite get to that one, and that results in a turnover. Ole Miss did not turn the ball over themselves in the first quarter. That's the 4th giveaway for the Bruins. These two teams, by the way, have never met in women's basketball. One on the line, and Jones to finish off the move. Tomorrow's Sweet 16 matchup start on ABC. Oklahoma and UConn at 5:30 Eastern, and finish your day with Kansas State and USC. Still a really good basketball team. The only team to beat UCLA this year. They did it twice during the regular season. Todd Williams brought it out there by Hawkes as the shot clock dwindles. Oh, UCLA, good job just getting their hands in the passing lane. So time to catch and shoot. It does just that. That's her turn to put the ball inside, but Dugalic with the miss.
Yeah, you got to finish those if you're Dugalic. You got a mismatch on the interior. Those are the ones you got to make them pay.
Oh, then Betts, that's not going to count as a block because there was a foul. And this does a good job of getting to the free throw line.
Now they don't shoot it, but just over 70%. So every time you get an opportunity at the free throw line here today.
They're 4 for 6 from the line as a team so far tonight, trailing by 4. Kiki Rice with the drive. And ball. Sadler over to Scott. Dugalic with the defense. Falling, no good, but a second chance for Iwala. Another chance. There's that offensive rebounding we talked about. Sadler, a little bit of daylight over Rice, and she puts it in off glass.
Well, when the tournament bracket came out, there was some consternation from the other 3 number 1 seeds. All of them thought they should have been higher. But Dawn Staley came on our show and talked about why she thought they were disrespected. They had a hard schedule, but this is really classy. She actually texted Corey Close and said, I just want you to know, I wasn't saying you all don't deserve to be the number 1 overall seed.
They were clicking on all cylinders as they've been consistent throughout the course of the year. And
that's right back to Hawkes. What about the and Betts to Hawkes, and there's the freshman back in the game, Aarnisalo. 4 freshmen on this UCLA team. A little bit too much spin for Barker.
To Lauren Betts, and she does such a good job of finding her open teammates because she's going to look right over the top of the double team. So you take your chances.
Well, the rebounding was the topic for Corey Close. She told her team, we separate when we rebound. We are not boxing out strong enough.
Todd Williams, back rimmed it.
Yeah, I don't know if that's the shot that Coach O wants. You know, she talked to us as we see the rebounding rates right there. She talked to us about, look, if we want to get out in transition and get a layup, if we don't have a layup, we got to make them work on defense.
That's a roll one in.
It's about rhythm offense, about timing. If you disrupt that timing and where they catch the ball just a little bit.
And we mentioned that against USC, who they played 3 times. Lost to him twice. Sadler with the bucket. They also said Southern did that to them in the first round, and here they go forcing another turnover. Seven turnovers now for UCLA. Scott, who's been quiet, just 2 points. He's missed 6 of her 7 shots. That's the first turnover for Ole Miss. Took them 18 minutes to do it. And then Hawkes with the sweet pass. And KK Deans doing what she has done the last several games. Deans playing her 6th year of college basketball. Many stops, also some injuries along the way. London Jones almost forced the turnover. Jones had picked up her 2nd foul that sent Deans to the line. Bump outside. Shooting free throws for the first time tonight. Coverage of the NCAA. For more information on tournament game times and networks, go to ncaa.com. Sweet 16 will be rolling on in women's basketball, both in Birmingham, Alabama, and here in Spokane tomorrow as well. LSU already punching its ticket into the Elite Eight to play the winner of this game in a couple of days. Betts still hasn't missed. A bank shot, and look at this score. It's a 3-point game, but remember they were down by 1 in their last game against Richmond after 1 quarter, and then tied at the half before they blew it open. But this Ole Miss defense won't stop. 1-point game. UCLA can hold it for the last possession of the half. It's an 8-2 Rebel run. Get it to Betts. First miss. And the Ole Miss Rebels outscoring UCLA 17-11 in that quarter. Pam Ward, Stephanie White, and Holly Rowe with you. The winner of this game will play LSU on Sunday. Lauren Betts 8 for 9 from the floor. The problem is the rest of her teammates just took a combined 4 of 17. That's 24%.
Well, Kiki Rice was in foul trouble much of that first half, and great job by Sirachino of digging on that bounce by Lauren Betts. So look for Kiki Rice to try to get herself involved a little bit more offensively.
Yeah, Rice, as you said, 0 for 3, just 2 points, both from the free throw line. Betts gets the rebound. Lauren Betts in the last couple of games between this and Richmond, key is that she doesn't get the ball in those positions, because once she does, it's over. Now there's going to be a foul.
First half, they were meeting Lauren Betts at the free throw line, really bodying her all the way down to the block.
The second 3 of the game for UCLA.
Well, and that's what London Jones does. You know, she's a 3-point threat. She's able to finally get a clean look and knock it down.
Jones' first points of the game. There's Rice, of whom we just spoke, and there's her first field goal.
With renewed sense with not being in that foul trouble in this third quarter.
Todd Williams rolled one in and out. And now Rice comes up with the rebound. UCLA outscoring Ole Miss 5-0 in the first minute and a half of this quarter. Winner gets LSU. Another 3. This one for Rice, and the Bruins have come out of the locker room on fire.
Their ability to knock down shots is critical to continuing to have open space for Lauren Betts to go to work.
Getting her other teammates involved. She averages about 3 assists per game, and they're off to a great start. Coach O had to call the timeout, and Deans off the bench. Picked up there by Richardson.
Something that you have to grow into. She knows it's coming. She waits to see where it's coming from, and she makes the right play.
Shot clock now into single digits. Betts was calling for it. Hawkeyes, that's a tough turnaround. Betts has to get it up in traffic, and she does it. She hits it. And UCLA's first 8 points scored by people other than Betts in this quarter. And then the block of Wally. Rice, Dugalic, Betts again. And this time finishes with the left hand.
Pam, I just continue to be so impressed because the physicality that they're playing with Lauren Betts, she's able to stay on balance. She's able to withstand the contact and still maintain an incredible efficiency. And you get in the weight room now, and you get stronger, and you understand low center of gravity.
Another three, their third of the quarter. That's London Jones. Got some experience at the beginning of the year when Rice was out hurt as the starting point guard. Barker boards it. UCLA has a lot of depth at that 4 position. Leading Barker inside to Betts. Goodbye. Her first year at UCLA. Jacobs wanted to stay away from Betts. Shot clock dying. Deans has to chuck it up, and that is a turnover for Ole Miss. And Scott is in her 5th and final year from Indian Head, Maryland, right outside of Washington, D.C., and making Oxford certainly her second home. And she came here to try to elevate this program.
And I was coaching in Chicago at the time. We drafted our mentee Price. She became the WNBA Rookie of the Year. And Coach Yo flew her and her husband Reggie out here for this matchup so that she could be here and experience this with this team today.
And Minnie Price, one of the good human beings, certainly, that we have come across, and she is here tonight. And what a nice gesture. They put her on the team charter. Outscored 19-6 in this quarter after being only down 1 at the half. And that's a nice find. Dugalic into Jones, but she couldn't finish.
Well, it's an Ole Miss team that is used to playing from behind. They're used to having to scrap away. And sometimes when you look at the stat sheet, it doesn't look like they should win the game, but they do it because of plays like that.
Trying to get back to the Elite Eight for the first time since our mentee's senior year. They're doing it against the #1 overall seed. Shot clock winding down for Rice, who had to step around and threw it away. A little chancy pass. Jacobs ran into Lauren Betts, and that's 3 on Betts. Jacobs just 2 for 7 from the line. One out of 2. Ole Miss loves to do this. They break it. Rice waits for the rest of her teammates to come into the front court. And a little bit too much contact out on the perimeter. In the NCAA tournament. 4 more assists tonight. Sadler. Pull up. Got the bounce.
And her leadership and her basically being the coach in that locker room, going up and stopping the film and talking about execution.
And an offensive foul called on Gardner. Ledger Walker, what a pickup she will be at a season-ending injury at UCLA in January. That was a game in which Lauren Betts didn't play. Remember, Washington State upset the Bruins last year, but lost Ledger Walker. 9-2 run cuts the lead back into single digits. Betts spins.
I mean, she's an incredibly skilled and aware big.
And bounced off of Betts. That's a tremendous hustle by Jones. to save the ball. Trailing the play. The lefty puts it up and in. On to Jones. Defense on one end and offense on the other. Todd Williams spinning and hitting. Kennedy Todd Williams, the veteran, going coast to coast. UCLA outscored Ole Miss by 10 in that quarter. South Carolina and Duke winning in Birmingham. They will play each other on Sunday. The winner of this game gets LSU. Scored the last 10 points of their game to beat NC State earlier tonight in this building. And another whistle. Who has not scored tonight, averages 11 points per game. Inside the Bets.
They don't sit low, right? They don't work necessarily to get good position. They just want you to throw it over the top. She works for her position, possession by possession.
Playing with 3 fouls. Saved in. Rice does not have numbers, so holds up.
This is part of the growth of Kiki Rice. It would have been easy to just attack and try to make something happen. She backs it back out, gets them into offense. She talked about her growth in leadership and understanding the game. Great cut.
And Betts cutting off KK Deans, who kept her dribble alive. Coming up next, SportsCenter. Warriors and Bucks have their superstars back on the floor. Check it out. SportsCenter on ESPN and the ESPN app. Hawkes looking inside the Betts. Jacobs came over with a double. Shot clock down at 7 as Betts comes out to set the screen. And Rice goes all the way down the lane. Todd Williams ultimately lost it. Hawkes with the layup for UCLA. They have led from the very beginning. Aarnisalo in to play the point. Some contact and a moving screen. Sadler driving the lane and drawing another foul. Rice comes back in. Midcourt line. Remember, Betts is out of the game.
Barker has a mismatch right now.
Miss can't get it into her. Now Hawkes sees it, gets the lob in. And Barker on the second chance took advantage of that mismatch.
Good patience by UCLA to be able to get to it eventually.
Sadler elevates. Scott kept it alive, but Hawkes brought it in. Lauren Betts will come in. The next opportunity. 26 points, 10 rebounds. Aarnisalo now with 6 seconds left on the shot clock. Stops, pops, and drops. Good poise there for the true freshman. The answer to three-pointer for Kennedy Todd Williams. Usually they pointed to Betts, but say it's on Deans. Rice hit by Scott, and she'll head to the free throw line.
Themselves extra possessions off of those turnovers, off of offensive rebounds, but they have struggled to put the ball in the hole.
Just 9 points in this quarter. Make it 11, Jacobs. Hawkes gets it into Betts, who turns and scores with her left hand.
Betts does such a good job of showing her numbers. They're able to make those long passes. If you're Ole Miss, though, you got to have a little bit more ball pressure. It can't be that easy.
Because that's always when you try to stop someone like that. All the coaches tell you that, right? You got to have ball pressure. You got to keep the pass from getting in there. Easier said than done.
Oftentimes you don't expect it to come from the level, but when you've got a target like Lauren Betts, you're able to do that. And Ole Miss is guarding the three-point shooters.
Betts, only a 61% shooter. One out of two. Trying to go back-to-back with 30-point, 10-rebound games, which had never happened in an NCAA game in UCLA history, and she's trying to go back-to-back, 1 point away. Putting the pressure on Rice. So we're inside 2 minutes. Rice gathers the ball, and Lauren Betts has 31 points and 10 rebounds, her fourth 30-point game this season and in her career. 1 of 3 with multiple 30-10 games in the NCAA tournament.
And Pam Holly alluded to that players-only team meeting after that loss to USC. And when you have, and this team talks about it, a player-led team, right, that are playing to their principles of what they're about, and they hold one another accountable, you can do a lot of really special things. And I think this is a UCLA team that feels a little slighted, right? That they feel like they haven't quite gotten the respect that they deserve, but they're going to let their play speak for themselves on their quest for a Final Four berth.
A technical foul has just been called. UCLA, LSU. Interesting game coming up on Sunday. That will be a game on ABC. 3 games in a row.
Sure she can, right?
She's Lauren Betts.
Yes, she absolutely can. Although I'm sure that LSU's going to have something to say about that.
If you like post play, Lauren Betts, sign me up.
Janiah Smith may very well be the X factor for LSU.
Deans comes away with it. Trying to come back from knee injuries. Michael Jackson-esque outfit. Missing the glove.
I like that. Photos with the people. It's going to be a dogfight. There's no doubt about it.
2 more games coming your way from Spokane tomorrow, including UConn. Paige Becker's making it official today that she will indeed enter the draft. Ole Miss fighting till the very end. Yep.
Reggie Miller there as well, checking out the rivalry.
That kid could play a little bit.
A little bit.
But this UCLA team, UCLA won a national championship, AIAW with Ann Myers, but this UCLA team against LSU on Sunday. What a great year for Ole Miss. 22 wins. They get to their 4th straight NCAA tournament, their 3rd straight Sweet 16. Her team feeling disrespected, and as you mentioned, Steph, the way to combat that, you just keep winning. And they're going to get another W.
No, I think you keep the main thing, right? You focus on the things that you can control, and the outside noise is not it. So you come in and you go to work every day, and you play for each other, and it's a staple of Corey Close and her program.
UCLA is elite. They will play in their first elite 8 games since 2018. And they will take on LSU on Sunday. Lauren Betts, absolutely brilliant. And what a career. Congratulations to Madison Scott for things she did both on and off the court.